Hey everybody, welcome back to another exciting Action Figure Friday where you can tell I am about to be very excited because we have the latest wave, or at least as of the filming of this video, the latest wave of Star Wars The Black Series figures, and I am quite excited about this. This is the wave that came out on Triple Force Friday, which I did not actually get out for until late in the day, but you know what, I managed to find almost all of them and then eventually found him, eventually found me a Stormtrooper, even though I got something to say about that, and then just the other day, I was about to order him for double off Amazon, and then I almost ran out of time to go to GameStop, but I'm glad I did. I actually found The Mandalorian in the wild at retail, so I'm very excited about that, and just in time because The Mandalorian premieres on Tuesday, and I cannot wait. As a matter of fact, I'm so hyped on Star Wars right now. I've done something I didn't think I'd do in a while, and actually got back into reading, so I just started reading The Resistance Reborn, and I'm having a blast with that, too, and I'm not getting things done, because I'm reading Star Wars, and thinking about Star Wars, and eating, and sleeping, and breathing Star Wars. Anyways, I'm gonna shut up, we're gonna get into these action figures, and I figure, you know what, we're gonna go in numbered order, because we go all the way from number 90 to 97. So that's how we'll go through these, and I'll try to go through them fairly quickly because I realize we do have 8 figures here. And, you know, I'm just looking forward to it. Also looking forward to the game. We will definitely be playing some of that on my channel. I did already go ahead and get another Sith Trooper. I want to get maybe like 6 Sith Troopers total. I used to have an army building problem. Now I just let myself squad build because I had like hundreds of clone troopers during the prequel era and battle droids and super battle droids. It was a problem. Anyways, now we're here and we're going to start off with the man that you should fear, Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, number 90. And of course you can tell it is the Rise of Skywalker version with the fixed up helmet. And I'm quite excited to check this out. He is probably my favorite character in Star Wars. He's certainly the most interesting character in Star Wars to me, for my tastes. And we'll take a little look there in case you want to pause and read all of that it says on the back there. I also think he's a fantastic design, and I think Adam Driver's portrayal is incredible. It's incredibly subtle as well. So I'm really looking forward to seeing where all this is going. And, you know, I'm going to be there to do it. Well, interesting. We actually have paper. I don't know that I've ever seen this in a Star Wars Black Series figure. So it's just choking hazard warning stuff. If you want to read that, you can pause. If you want to read that, you can pause. If that's in each one of these, I'm not going to show it just at one time. We'll go ahead and pull them out, and of course, we just have the nice little red backgrounds. Nothing too special on the box, but I'll set that aside and save it for the thumbnail. This is a nice accessory I'm excited about, so you can have him be hooded. So you don't have to have hood down or just hood up. You can actually make him look however you want him to look, and that's really cool. Now, I don't know how I feel about the saber. I guess it makes sense that it's, you get the hilt and his saber separately. You can't actually pull the saber out of his hilt. So that's a thing, and but it's still pretty neat, because then you have to get these out, and it would be all super lost. And I'm really excited about that. I think I'm gonna break over and get the Black Series effects saber for him as well. I have a cheaper version of his saber, but I have the effects series sabers for a lot of the other ones, and I really, really need that. I don't see a thing that looks like it plugs into his belt, though, unless that little protrusion will do the trick, so that's kind of a bummer. We'll look, though, as we get into the figure. Let's get him out of the way here. Good thing it's trash night. He looks very, very cool in the hood, and yes, that part of the hood comes off as well, so I guess you can then just slot that part of the hood right in and have him look super cool yet again. So that's nice, but you know what? Even without the cape and the hood, he looks very cool. Now, it's not a removable helmet, so you aren't getting the Adam Driver head under there. And it looks like it's got some interesting articulation. Plenty of the normal stuff, but it feels like it does kind of slide. Well, not really. I feel like maybe they needed some lower neck articulation, because he looks very derpy in that position, to be honest. All right, but then again, it's kind of a rubberized thing here, but I do love the texture on it. You definitely have him set up for, yeah, it looks like the saber will pop right in there. Yeah, so you can hang the saber, so that's quite nice. And you get your usual articulation with the ball jointed and hinged shoulders. You get a hinged and ball jointed elbow. Little up and down rock, paper, scissor movement on the hand with plenty of twist. The legs, because of the rubber skirt, aren't going to come out that much on him, but they go full front, full back. Looks like you got a really ugly double hinged knee. I can't get, there we go, get that second hinge. Yeah, it's not the best looking knee, but again, with flappy fabrics, it kind of looks all right. And you get kind of a ball jointed foot here. Not a lot of forward, not a lot of back, but plenty of twist and turn. And of course you get the figure feet peg, so that's quite nice. I'm gonna leave him out of all the hooded stuff for right now. We're gonna set that to the side, and we're gonna get a saber in his hand. There we go. hell does this work? Do I talk first? You talk first? Shut up. All right, anyways, I know I started quoting Poe when I'm dealing with my main Kylo here, so that is an awesome figure. I'm excited to have it. I really like they gave us the extra cloak elements and things like that, so I'm very happy about that, and I look forward to having him pose with some other figures. But now let's start moving hopefully a little bit quicker. Now we're gonna go on into number 91. We get Rey with Dio. Oh, not the metal band? All right, fine. Now she again does seem to come with a bunch of interesting accessories that harken back all the way to The Force Awakens. You can see that I got this at GameStop. Fun story, I did have to get this one replaced because they had them all behind the counter, and when I walked in, I was like, I'll just take one of each. And I didn't actually check them till I got home, and what was very interesting was her hand was gone, and I didn't hear it rattling around in the package or anything, and I kept making a joke, you know, I think it's defective unless this is some kind of spoiler I don't know about. But obviously not, she still seems to have her hand, so I'm glad they got that fixed up real easy for me. And now we're gonna pop her out, and we're gonna check her out. We get more of the warning crap. Move the box to the side, and let's see what we can do here. So we're gonna get her bow staff. It's in here very awkwardly. Oh, good. That does come apart. That's interesting. I think that's just for wrapping it around her. I don't think that's necessarily meant to be a toy spoiler or a movie spoiler. So that's cool that you get the bow staff. Then again, I mean, maybe that double-sided thing we've seen, I don't know, maybe. Now the lightsaber is interesting too, because not only is her hilt actually slightly different, of course, where she's had to rebuild it in the last year, but the color of the blade seems, at least I don't know if it's intentional or not, but it's not quite the same blue you usually get. There's a tint more purple going on in there, so that's kind of fascinating. We get the nice blaster that was given to her by Han Solo, so that's always a fun thing. And we get this little dude, who apparently is gonna be super cute. Uh-oh. But how can he out-cute BB-8? Because BB-8 is so great. So it's the wheel actually spins. Doesn't look like I mean, it seems like there's some kind of articulation going on here, but not a whole lot. There's definitely articulation in the antennae, so that's cool. I have no idea what he sounds like, so I can't do a thing, and I don't know how you would actually get this character to stand at all in any kind of thing. Feels like there should be some kind of base for him or something. I'm assuming him, I don't know, I mean, droids don't typically have genders, so I don't really know how you'd get him to stand up. Even on a straight, flat surface, that's not working. So I don't know what the deal is there, if there's a trick to it. Oh, no. Okay, well that's a bit of a flaw with it, but you know, maybe you guys got a trick you can tell me in the comments. And I am liking this slightly freshened look of her. Oh, we get the backpack too, slung over her shoulder. That's really nice. I like that it's kind of gotten more white. I mean, it's definitely similar to her Jakku robes, but it's not quite the same. I noticed that right away in that original teaser, and I was just excited by it. The head sculpt looks fantastic. Paintwork looks pretty good. There's a little bit of flaws going on there. Again, you're getting the basic articulation. I'm not gonna run down too much, see what the elbow looks like. Her wrist does not, it does have some rock, paper, scissors, but it's very subtle, very tight. She has some torso movement. Up, down, all around, nice. And legs come out nice. She's got some upper hip twist there. Same knees, so they look like they're gonna be kind of gross knees. And she actually gets a hinge on her feet instead of ball joints, which should make that interesting for posing. Okay, let's give her her saber. Even though it's more of a, let's put the saber in this hand because that was meant to be a blaster hand. Ah, come on now. Come on now, gotta have your saber. And also, I don't see a plug or a hilt. The blade does come out, so you can have it just be the saber hilt, but I don't see anywhere for her to actually hang it off her belt. So that's a bit of a bummer. But other than that, she's pretty cool, and I need to be moving faster because we got 6 figures to go. So Sith Trooper, real excited to check this out and see what we're gonna get from him. Figure number 92. And I'm pretty sure that obviously this is gonna be part of Palpatine's fleet, I assume. But it is interesting that he has the First Order faceplate, so perhaps it's not part of Palpatine. I kind of feel like he would likely have old school Stormtrooper styles, but I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen in the movie, and I'm excited to find out. But we still got a while. So we're gonna get excited for The Mandalorian and Jedi Fallen Order in the meantime. But let's check this guy out. There was like a Comic-Con convention exclusive one that had a bunch more accessories. So I'm kind of bummed I didn't quite get my hands on those, but it was expensive. The blasters are awesome. So hopefully we'll get some kind of like Nerf replicas or something, because I still need to open my First Order blaster. But that's a really awesome looking blaster. And I love the red and the black on there. And that's like a beefed up version of, I want to say, the E11 blaster? Am I right? Did that just pop into my brain, or am I totally off base? Let me know if you remember the traditional Stormtrooper blaster model. Now, other than that, it looks like we're mostly just getting a basic old First Order, and that's not true at all. There is a lot more detail work going on in this guy. So of course you're gonna get all the usual articulation here. Actually, that's pretty nice that these actually fold up a little bit so you can get the shoulders moving. I think both of them do that. They do. Cool. Elbow's gonna look good. Lots of range of motion in the wrist. A little bit more upper torso. No mid-torso. Nothing in the upper thigh here. The knee looks good, but that's also because it's also hidden by the guard a little bit. And not a whole lot of motion in the feet. It's more ball jointed, a little bit of a hinge, and of course you get figure pegs. So that's pretty cool. Let's get a blaster in his hand. I don't know that I got that one in there right, or that one just doesn't want to fit in there too well. No, there we go. Pew 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 pew. Now I need a green one. There's a lot of awesome detail going on in this though. We can get a green one, we can get a little Christmas thing going. All right, let's move on. Let's look up Kestis, I think. I heard it the other day, and I've done forgot how you pronounce it. Do you like that English? That's a mountain coming out. I done forgot what I... Not making fun of it. My family were mountain people. My mom and dad got away from the mountains, though. Lucky for me. And nothing against it if you like being there. All right, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. I'm just, you know, I definitely prefer the modern conveniences of cities, so. But I like being close enough to the country to get out there as well, so that's just me. Come on. We're almost halfway. And next up will be The Mandalorian. I was hoping this video wouldn't take 20 minutes, but it looks like it's gonna. All right, he also comes with a little droid. I believe this is B10. They aren't telling me on here. BD1. BD1. Oh, that saber looks really interesting. All right, so let's check him out. He's got all kinds of articulation going on up there, there. They even actually ball joint out a little bit there. Antennae are definitely positioned. Looks like you got a little bit, yeah, you got kind of a ball joint thing going on the head, so lots of range of motion there. Nice. I don't know what he sounds like yet, but I'm excited to check him out. Give you a good look at him. Don't want to hustle through this so quickly you don't get to see anything. Cool. Now, one thing I've noticed is look at how big his saber hilt is. That's pretty long for one, but it's pretty nice. I like that design. I wonder if we'll get a Force Effects version of this. Does the blade come out? Doesn't look like this blade is designed to come out. I don't want to give it any more force than that because I don't want to break it. Also does not look like it has a design for hanging off his hinge. I gotta remember to move these things out of the way when I'm doing that, so the camera will properly focus. Oh, wow, I just broke through the plastic. That's unusual. His head doesn't want to come out. There we go. Come on. All right, very carefully. That's nuts. That's totally nuts. All right, oh, there's a lot of cool stuff going on here. Nice head. Pretty much the same old articulation, except you get that mid-chest, no lower torso. You do have an upper thigh twist in there as well. I'm loving all these little bits going on. Yeah, wrists, all that's got some good stuff happening. And I like all these tools back here. And he's got the tool belt. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays into the game. I haven't watched a lot of gameplay footage. You know, I like to go in fairly blind on these kind of things. I wonder if that's a little bit of an homage to Skywalker with, you know, one sleeve rolled up, but he's got the glove on the other hand. See how well the saber gets in there. And it's a little bit of a tight fit. Come on. Again, I don't want to break anything right out of the box. I have done that on these videos before, and it's unpleasant. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Got a little bit of the cockiness, arrogance of a young Luke, a young Anakin. And you can kind of get Bidu to sit on his shoulder, or BD1. Why do I want to call him Bidu? Because Dio. Maybe you can. I don't know. Maybe I can. I'm sure there's a way to do it. I'm pretty sure I've seen it in the game. But that is a cool figure. It looks really, really nice. So I'm excited by that. All right, here we go. 4 to go. Oh my God, we're only halfway through 15 minutes. This is going to be a long video. Now we're going to check out The Mandalorian. After this, I'm probably going to need to really speed up on these. Well, this is a special edition video. I might even need to actually Yeah, I might need to do something here. So I'll kind of hold on that in case you want to pause and read it. And you get all that. I already showed you the bottom. And I'm sorry I got to do this, but I'll be right back. Okay, sorry, but I had to cool off for a second and chug a little water so we can get through the rest of this. But I've already shown you the box, so we'll waste no more time. Without further ado, let's get in here and release the Mando. Do you hear that, Mandalorian? They're out there, and they're waiting for you. Yeah? Good. All right. I'm definitely excited to get on there and see this thing. We got this awesome blaster. We have this wonderful interpretation, I can't believe they did this, of the long rifle from the holiday special. That is just too cool for school. I'm anxious to see this thing in action, but I'm really anxious to see this guy in action. And it's a rubberized cape, which I guess is cool because it stays, kind of holds its shape, but it does make it harder to get out of these things. So very carefully. This is not one I want to screw up because he's harder to replace. If I'm gonna break any of them, it needs to be maybe the Jawa. He seems to be the easiest one to find. The Jawa and Rey, at least in my experience so far, the ones I come across the most from this wave. Wow, there's a lot of detail. This one's a little bit loose in some places, but I think he's still gonna be fine. Oh yeah. Oh man, that elbow is already at a weird angle. There we go. Oh, that's nice. And you can of course pull the cape over to the side. Nope, helmet doesn't come off, no surprise. Plenty of articulation. We have the moving shoulder pad thing there. That's pretty great that they do that. This elbow is also awkwardly jointed out. All right. A little bit of mid-torso. Some nice rubberized belt work here with a lot more detail going on. Of course, you actually get a holster for the blaster, and this one even has the, like, what do you call that? I don't know. It's like, it's not really a locking mechanism. What do you call the strap over a holster? Is it just the strap? It might just be just the strap. I don't know. There we go. And it went in. Just took a little bit of finagling, but we got it. And now we got his blaster where it belongs. Those knees look okay, considering there's so much stuff hiding it, so that's nice. Not much of a butt. I mean, you know, Mandalorians aren't known for their sexy butts. That's my job. Get it? Because butts, all right. What was that laugh? That was a laugh of a man who's ready to go do some other work so he can work on his Attack of the Clones fan commentary. I want to get him to like hold it there, but I don't know if I can. So we'll just get him to put a ring on it, I guess. Nice. I would like to have him bring it in, much like that, and do that. But, you know, cooler. Yeah, there we go. Awesome. Awesome. Mandalorian awesomeness. Oh, I can't wait for the show to start up. Anyways, I know he will stand. I just wanted to kind of get him going, but we'll make him look cool in the thumbnail. There's the Mandalorian. 3 to go. We have us a Night Sister, also from Jedi Fallen Order. Second Sister, Inquisitor. I said Night Sister. I'm sorry. Because the word sister made me think Night Sister, but obviously Inquisitor. So sorry about that. I do know the difference between a Night Sister and an Inquisitor. Just totally got ahead of myself and got excited. Do love the designs of the Inquisitors. Simultaneously excited and terrified to have to face them in the video game. Because, I mean, you know, I was trained if you see a Sith run, because I had a frightful master. No, I don't know. And, of course, I didn't get any release day or carbonized ones. I did come across a carbonized somebody, and I decided not to get it, but because it was somebody I already had. So, of course, we get the awesome spinny blade things, and it does feel, yeah, there we go. And the blades will come out, so that's very nice. And it looks like they have to go in specifically, so just be careful with that. Don't force it, don't break it. And then she's getting these extra guards. I'm not exactly sure what these are. These look like maybe shoulder guards. Oh, I think maybe you can take the cape off. That's gonna be my bet. And it is a rubberized cape, so it's gonna make it a little tricky getting out. Well, I say that. Didn't feel too difficult yet. But it is a wide cape, so So you do, oh, look, yeah, you can pull that off. Oh, she actually has a thing in here. That's the first one we've run across that issue on. Luckily, the skizzers aren't too far away. There we go. And then we can just pull the cape out the other way. There we go, that works. Yeah, and then these just kind of go up on her shoulder. Just trying to figure out how they go on the shoulder. Huh. Oh, I see. It's up under her helmet. See? Does that show up? Yeah. And you got like a little peg that eventually I will line up and get in there correctly. Turn the head this way. Will you turn your head and cough, please? And that way you can have her still looking awesome with the cape off. Though that cape is pretty sick looking. I love the shininess of it. Bright and shiny. And she has a hand designed for holding a blaster, so it's interesting she didn't come with one. At least I didn't see one. How do I, this is a, I'm not exactly sure how to approach getting her to hold this. All right, we'll take another commercial break. No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna do that to you. One's fine. Shouldn't have even really done that one, but man, I needed to step away for a minute. Well, I might actually have to do this off camera just so I don't waste too much of your time. I'm gonna keep trying for just a second longer. Is there a trick here? Because it feels like, I don't know. Well, let's look at her articulation. So it's pretty much the same articulation you get on all of these. She actually has some lower waist articulation too, very much a ball joint. Legs come way out, upper thigh definitely twists. And the knee is ugly, but it's not terribly ugly. We have a hinge here on the foot, as well as some twisty ball joints, so that's good. She's got lots of range of movement on the foot. Helmet, of course, does not come off. And I just need to figure out how to get her to hold this, because you don't hold it by the blade thing. But that hand is meant for a blaster. That hand is not meant for this. But this hand is so closed, you kind of need to like slide it in there. I don't know, somehow I'm gonna have to work it around her thumb. That is tricky. I don't know how you'd expect a kid to do this without like breaking their toy. Now I have seen a couple of her around, so if I break mine, I can get a replacement, I think. Maybe. What is the trick here? Oh God, I'm bending out the light. Hold on, let's do this. I'm gonna take the blades off so I don't screw those up. I've already worked this finger out. I don't like that. Let's see if I can use this to kind of work some of the hand out a little bit. I feel like that helped, but not enough. Well, this is something fun. If you can find a way to comment and explain how did you do this, I would love to hear your thoughts. Oh, there we go. I got it. Took a lot of effort, but I got it. And now I'm just gonna say she's force choking. Okay, now let's try getting the blades back in here. Okay, that one popped in. There is a little click, so that's good. All right, that's cool. Now I just want the Inquisitor, the big burly thing that we've seen in the trailers, because that thing is cool looking. All right, she looks awesome. I'm sorry that took a little while. The Jawa should be pretty easy. Not a whole lot to do here with the Offworld Jawa, which I thought was from the game, so I'm not exactly sure what this is from. I mean, maybe it is from the game and they forgot to brand it in the design. But yeah, so in case you want to read that, I was trying to read it. It doesn't say anything about being from the game. And also, I think it's a Best Buy exclusive because it doesn't have a number and I found it at Best Buy. But I don't know if it's from the new wave that's coming or what, because I know there's a new Mandalorian wave coming. But I do have IG-11 ordered and on its way. So I should have an IG-11 for us eventually here. And let's get the Jawa out. Because I'm not seeing Offworld Jawas in the movies. Maybe it's something new. Maybe it's one of the new ones. Okay, we're gonna get that blaster out. I'm gonna start getting that. Oh, it's going to stick up in there. There's some cloth cape going on here that's sticking through the plastic a little bit. So be careful getting them out. That's actually really difficult. He's like trapped. There we go. Got it. And got it. That was very unpleasant. So it's pretty much just a smaller figure, but it has pretty much all the same articulation. That's so weird seeing under the cape and seeing the legs there. They've also actually sculpted some stuff to help keep the sleeves popped out. That's pretty nice. We do have a holster here, and it does look like you can put a weapon in it, but it looks like his arm wants to come under that the whole time too. Maybe we'll just put that down in there, see how that goes. This one gun is definitely a little bit tricky. I mean, like in terms of some soft plastic on the barrel, so you're gonna wanna be careful if you're doing this, just to not break it. Come on, don't let me break it. And I don't even know if this is the one that's supposed to go in there, honestly. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that fit just fine. Okay. And arm down a little bit, hand out a little bit. Let's get this puppy in here. Come on. Come on, Jawa. Come on, little Jawa. There we go. There we go. But yeah, pretty cool. I like how the face is kind of bandaged up. You see the red eyes. I do like the cloth bit. Again, pretty standard articulation for what you're gonna get out of the Black Series figures. But not bad. Not bad at all. All right, we're almost there. We got one more from this wave for this mega Star Wars unboxing. I had to start doing these just 2 or 3 at a time. It's probably the plan. Also, I'm sitting on like 40 figures I haven't opened, so I'm tempted to start doing daily Star Wars unboxings on my Patreon until the movie comes out. But we'll see if I have the time. So we do have the First Order Stormtrooper, and for a lot of people, it's probably gonna be the first time you can get it with the shield or the baton. I'm not sure they've released a special version of this outside of when The Force Awakens came out. There was a 2-pack that came with Poe Dameron in the jacket, the Finn Bro Jacket Bros, and came with a Riot Trooper. So I already had some with the stun baton and the shield. I mean, I could be wrong. They might have put another one out in like some special edition kit. Because I know there is like a mega First Order Stormtrooper that came out recently that you can turn into the Heavy Gunner, the Riot Trooper, Basic Trooper, all that kind of stuff. And I think I got one of those. I hope I got one of those because I wanted all the heavy gunning stuff. That's a regular Stormtrooper. I don't know, maybe I didn't, but I need to. But I do love my First Order troops, and you know, I've more than a squad probably built by now on these. I'm getting close to a dozen, but that's fine because these things look awesome. And of course, this one only comes with the baton, but the baton does actually flip around like that, so that's really cool. I'm not sure mine did that. And we definitely get the shield, which you can slip his arm through. We'll be doing that. And you get a little blaster. So with this one, you aren't getting the full blaster accompaniment, I think is the word I was looking for. So just keep that in mind. He's definitely gonna be one of the Riot Troopers. I think I missed out on the Execution Troopers from Last Jedi. I think those are Target exclusives and I didn't actually get any. That's a bummer. But these things are awesome. They're bright and shiny. They look very, very cool. They have plenty of articulation. He does not have a holster for his pistol. I guess, does it clamp to the side here? It looks like it just clamps to the side. Okay. I guess they don't have holsters for these. I never really noticed that about the First Order troops. Or maybe that's something exclusive to a Riot Trooper. But their pistols are just essentially magnetically attached. There we go. Got it. And, come on. Stupid thumb. Is there a trick to this? Am I going the wrong direction? No, I'm pretty sure it should go on the other arm. But it doesn't really want to. That hand just definitely wants to stop that from happening. Whereas this one goes through just fine. So I guess we're gonna do that then. And it looks like you could even make him hold it if you really wanted. But I want to keep pushing through if I can. I can't. Well, that's fine. And I'll put the stun baton in this hand. And I'm sorry I didn't do articulation rundown on every one of these, but I mean, it's so similar, and I didn't want this to be like an hour-long video. Okay, I would like to do something more with this, though. So it's a little bit more actually secured to the hand. Did I do it upside down? Maybe I did it upside down. It just seemed like that would be the direction it should go. But I'm having more luck going this direction. I see what it is, too. He doesn't want to... It's starting to bunch up there, but that looks pretty good. I don't know if that's the right direction, but there you go. We finally did it. We opened up the entire new Rise of Skywalker Triple Force Friday wave of Black Series figures. Oh, they're so cool. So cool. These look awesome together, though. They really do. Nice. All right, so there you go. Oh, crap. I'm sorry. The Force was not with me right there. So there you go. Those are all the awesome Force Awakens and Jedi Fallen Order action figures for the Black Series for Star Wars. Let me know, what do you think of this wave? I think this is one of the strongest waves they've had in a while. Which ones are your favorite? Let us know. Geek out with us in the comments. We love to hear what you have to say. What figures do they hope they make that they make in the future? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Definitely geek out with me in the comments below, and I look forward to it. Other than that, you can click the thumbs up button, give me the good old thumb of encouragement, as I do love to be encouraged. And now I'm gonna get out of here so I can go open up some more stuff and read some more of that book. And I'll see you. You know what? May the Force be with you always.